How's it going, Guardians? Shifty here, and today I'm back with another Legend Lost Sector guide. Now, so far this season, I've already done an easy guide for the Aphelions Rest Legend Lost Sector. If you want to use that guide, I'll have a link up in the right hand corner right now. However, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a guide on how to do this Legend Lost Sector fast. Now, I know there's a ton of great people out there who do speedrunning videos for the Legend Lost Sectors. But with this video guide, I want to show you how to do it fast, but I also want it to be accessible to a lot of players. That means these won't be the fastest runs of all time, but they should be fast, and I hope that you can replicate them. For my Hunter and Warlock run, they were about 1 minute and 30 seconds each. And then for my Titan run, that was about 1 minute and 50 seconds. I do think that you can speed that up a little bit because I did encounter a few issues throughout that run. I am going to go over my loadout in just a moment, but before I do, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Now, when I go over my loadout, I did use the exact same weapons on all three classes and the exact same armor mods, so I'm just going to show them to you once. But before I do that, I want to go over what subclass I used and what exotic I used for each class. Alright, for my Hunter run, I went with Top Tree Night Stalker for the Vanishing Step perk, so anytime that I dodge, I go invisible. I decided to pair that with the 6 Coyote exotic, so I have 2 dodge charges. For my Titan run, I went with Middle Tree Sentinel because of the resupply perk. If I get any charged melee or grenade kills, I do regain some health. Then for my exotic here, I also went with a healing exotic. I decided to use Precious Scars, so if I get kills with Telesto or my Falling Guillotine, I will regain some health back. If you don't have Precious Scars, you could always go with something like One-Eyed Mask. This will give you a little bit of an overshield every once in a while when you kill a marked target. You could also maybe try Mark 44 Stand Aside so you gain an overshield when you sprint with Bottom Tree Sentinel. For my Warlock run, I decided to go with Bottom Tree Voidwalker primarily so I can use Devour for healing. And for my exotic choice here, I went with Mantle of Battle Harmony. Now, if you don't have Mantle of Battle Harmony, you can use pretty much whatever exotic you want that's going to help benefit you just a little bit. You could go with something like Transversive Steps, Ophidian Aspect, Eye of Another World. There's plenty of options to choose from. I went with Mantle of Battle Harmony since I'm using a Void subclass and I'm also using Telesto and Falling Guillotine. Since those are the 2 weapons I'm primarily going to be using, I have a chance at getting my super before I even get to the boss fight. Alright, so here we are back on my Hunter, and I want to go over my weapon selection and my armor mods. So for my kinetic weapon, I have the Sacred Providence Pulse Rifle, and this is going to be for unstoppable champions. However, you can use whatever kinetic pulse rifle you want here. Any of them should work just as well as this one. Then in my energy slot, I do have Telesto, and this is going to be for void shields and for ad clear. In this video, I am not using the Unstoppable Fusion Rifle mod. I'm instead using the Unstoppable Pulse Rifle mod. The reason for that is because there's not enough room to slot both the Unstoppable Fusion Rifle and the Disrupting Blade mod for my sword. With that said, you can see in my heavy slot I have the Falling Guillotine Void Sword. This is going to be for void shields, to stun overload champions and take them out, and I'm also going to be using it to take out stunned unstoppable champions as well as the boss. If you do have the Taken Spec mod, I recommend slotting that here, otherwise I would go with Major Spec. And finally, for my armor mods, as I already mentioned, they're going to be the same on all 3 classes, so I'm just going to show them to you once on my Hunter. I'll just quickly show you each piece of armor, and if you need to see anything in more detail, just pause the video. Also, if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section down below. Alright, that's it for my setup in this video. There will be timestamps if you want to skip to a particular run, otherwise let's jump right into it. Alright, to do this Lost Sector fast, I am going to be skipping most of the enemies. For my Hunter run, that means I'm going to be leveraging my invisibility dodge. So at this first pack of Thrall, I'm going to go ahead and go invisible. You can see just in front of us there is an unstoppable champion. I'm going to go ahead and stun that, and then throw a grenade and head in with my sword. As soon as that champion is down, I'm going to push forward, and you will see an overload champion on the cliff there. I'm going to go ahead and go invisible right here, hop up on the cliff, and focus on the champion. Right after that champion is down, I'm going to go ahead and go invisible to stun the unstoppable champion right here. That's not going exactly how I wanted it to, but we should still get it. After that champion is down, I'm going to hop over this rock. I do want to take out a few of these scions and other enemies over here. You do have to take those out for the boss fight anyway. And then I'm going to spam Telesto up top here since I haven't used any yet. I'm going to go ahead and go invisible and head for the Overload Champion. Then I'm going to try to finish off any enemies down low that I need to in order to get the boss to spawn. And it looks like the boss is spawning. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a grenade right there. And as soon as the boss is down, I'm going to go invisible and grab the chest. And there we have it. That's a platinum completion of the Aphelions Rest Legend Lost sector in about a minute and a half on a hunter. Now I'm going to show you a fast run on a warlock and a titan as well. Alright, so since I don't have any invisibility options on my titan outside of Rat King, I decided to opt for an exotic that will allow me to heal when I get kills with Telesto or my Falling Guillotine. So I'm just going to skip that pack of Thrall, immediately go for the stun on this Overload, or this Unstoppable Champion. And as you can see, Precious Scars helped heal me there. I'm going to try to float over most of these enemies. And jump up to this Overload Champion up here. The champion is down, so I'm going to go for the stun on this Unstoppable. I'm going to back away a little bit here. Maybe I can go for the finish. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Use Precious Scars to heal here. Hopefully you actually got that Unstoppable Champion down, unlike me. So I'm going to hop over this rock, take out some of these Scions here. And Precious Scars is healing me. Once a few of those are down, I'm going to spam Telesto shots up top here near this Overload Champion. And when that's mostly cleared out, I'm going to head up there with my sword to take out this Overload. All I have to do now is clear out a couple of these Thrall, and the boss should spawn. As you can see, the boss is here. And there we have it. That's a platinum completion of the Aphelions Rest Legend Lost sector on a Titan in under 2 minutes. Now all I have left to show you is a run on a Warlock. Alright, so on my Hunter run, I utilized invisibility to do this Legend Lost sector fast. On my Titan, I utilized a healing exotic. On my Warlock, I'm going to be using a healing subclass with Devour. So I'm going to consume my grenade, stun this Unstoppable, not stun the Unstoppable. There we go. Now I can head up on over to this Overload Champion up here. As soon as this champion's down, I want to stun this Unstoppable. There we go. When the Unstoppable is down, I want to not be stuck in this slowing field. I'm going to instead kill some of those enemies there. Alright, now we can take out some of these Scions like I have in my other 2 runs, and then spam Telesto shots up by the Overload. This is to take out some of the additional enemies up there. Now that most of the enemies up there are cleared out, I'm going to head around to the right here and head up to the Overload. And now that the Overload is down, we should have the boss spawning. I'm going to chuck a grenade over there and go ahead and super as well. Now if you don't have your super, you can always use your sword, but now that the boss is down, I'm going to head for the chest. And there we have it. That is a platinum completion of the Aphelions Rest Legend Lost sector on a Warlock in about a minute and a half. That is it for today's video. I hope that it helps you farm this Legend Lost sector if you want to do so. If you ended up enjoying the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.